Hello and welcome to the Nickolas Natali Show. I am your host, Nickolas Natali. It is a beautiful day in the wonderful high desert. I have a very special guest today, Herbert Morales. Let's go. Let's get it.
What's up, man?
What's up? Herbert has a very contagious attitude. He's very focused. He's driven. We actually played basketball together in high school against each other, which was...
Not knowingly.
We didn't know it until a few weeks ago, but... happens, and he's also an actor. Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Anytime. As I mentioned, we played ball together. Let's start there.
Yeah.
What role did basketball have in your life?
Dude, so I've been playing basketball since I was I think it was probably 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My dad would always take me to the park as a little kid, and he would always bring a soccer ball, a baseball, and a basketball. And I would play with him a little bit baseball, and he always drove me to play soccer because
really?
Soccer is his sport.
Yeah.
But then for some reason, I would just gravitate to the court. I played varsity all 4 years. I think, what were we, D6?
Yeah, we're pretty low on the totem
pretty
pole.
low. But I mean, to us, it was
that was competition.
Yeah, that was
for us.
competition because there wasn't really
anything else that we knew
to do. Yeah, but it played a really big role in my life, especially now when I talk to people about basketball and acting. I feel like they're so intertwined together. Yeah, because I feel like in acting is not a one-man sport. It's a team sport, just like basketball. And I feel like in basketball, if you do things by yourself, you're either gonna go on the bench or you're gonna get kicked off the team or whatever.
Yeah.
But also, if you have a play that you're supposed to run and it breaks, what do you have to do? You have to improv something.
Yeah.
Same thing in acting.
Yeah.
If me and you are doing a scene together and you throw something at me, I have to be in the moment and be able to respond back with something that relates to what we're doing.
Right.
Both things kind of intertwine, and I always say that they both go together. But you know what, though? My biggest problem in high school, I don't know why, I just didn't go for it. I didn't showcase everything that I had.
Right.
For some reason. At the house and stuff, I was doing all my drills, and my dad's like, "What'd you do in the game?"
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I was just scared I was gonna mess up or fail or something. But I don't know. I just never. That was my biggest thing. I just feel like I just never showcased it. And now I'm just I wish I would have gone back or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't go back. Things happen for a reason.
Right. So how do you move forward with that? Moving on to other things like acting.
Now it's no. I already learned my lesson. I knew I didn't put.
I
put 1,000% into practice, but not into the games.
Right.
I didn't showcase what I learned in practice into the games. So now I'm just I'm not gonna make that same mistake again in my career.
Yeah.
Now I'm just all right, whatever I learned, on my computer, on my own, reading books, reading scripts in class, whatever I learned in class or whatever, I'm putting it into when I'm on set or whatever. Yeah. So now I'm just I'm never gonna make that same mistake again. Yeah. Just learn from it and don't do it again.
Yeah. It's almost like everything you learn, apply it right away.
Exactly. That's one of the things.
Truly, what is the consequence of failing in the realm of acting?
It's the same thing when I the other day I met this really famous person. She's in the Hispanic market, and I've been watching her for years, dude. And coincidentally, I don't think it's a coincidence. I always look at things, or I don't think it's luck. I think it's guidance. I'm meant to meet her for some reason, right? So I was just there chilling, waiting for the class. I was gonna audit a class. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
And I see her walk in, and she asked me a question. She's like, "Is this the right place?" I'm like, "Yeah." But inside me, I was I tried not to freak out.
Yes, it is.
I was yeah, yes, it is. And then but I didn't bug her the full 4 hours we were there. And then once we got out, I talked to her. I told her a little bit about my story, what I've been through in the year and 4 months that I've been acting.
Yeah.
She's like, "Dude, no way." She's like, "Give me your number. I have to talk to you." And boom, I got her number.
Whoa.
Yeah. Not even on relationship or
no,
nothing.
No, I understand.
She's married and she has
yeah.
Not like that, but
networking sense, being connected.
I hit her up the other day. We started talking. She followed me on Instagram, and I was like, "Dude, what is my life? I've just been acting for so little, and then I've been, be at the right place at the right time. Stars align. I said, guidance."
So I want to get there. Let's take it back to you graduated high school.
Mm-hmm.
Was acting in your line of vision? What was your focus graduating high school?
I've always loved movies and shows.
Yeah.
But acting was never in my line of sight. So I'm just gonna tell you the whole thing.
Let's go.
So after I graduated high school, I had already been accepted to Cal Poly and UC Riverside and other places. But I was no, Cal Poly is where I want to go because it's not too far from home, but it's also far enough to where I feel like I'm on my own.
Yeah, independent.
Majored in entrepreneurship, business.
Wow. Was there a reason you chose that one?
I just always want to be my own boss.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird because I've always said not in an arrogant way, but I don't like people telling me what to do.
Yeah.
I want to be my own boss, but then I'm in acting where people are constantly telling you what to do, So it's kind of contradiction. But So I did entrepreneurship there, and then I was in the dorms and stuff my first year. I just felt kind of out of place, dude. Like something was wrong. Like it was very diverse, and I had like a core group of friends that I got along with. We go to the gym, play basketball, had some of the similar classes, but I just automatically, as soon as I was there, dude, I felt it was not for me.
What in specific felt?
I don't know, dude. I just felt out of place. Like something inside me was like, dude, this is not for you. Like you're not supposed to be here. And I don't know what triggered it, but I want to say I started in September. I think by December I was like, dude, I'm ready to get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm ready to get out of here.
So this isn't it.
Yeah, man, this isn't it. And it wasn't because all my other friends, they went to other different schools. I was like the only one going to the school.
Yeah.
So I was on my own. So I was excited about that and meeting new friends and meeting new people. But I don't know, man, it just wasn't for me. And then I called my mom, and because like my dad's always been like the alpha dog, and then he's always been like, if you don't go to school, you're gonna be stuck working at McDonald's your whole life.
Yeah.
You know, that's not what you want to do, right? I'm like, no. He's like, so you gotta get a degree, you gotta get whatever you gotta do, so you get a good paying job.
Yeah.
And, you know, but I just felt like that was just, everybody was doing the same thing. Everybody, that's like the system. Like you go to school, you get a job, and you die.
Yep.
Like that's existing to me, which is nothing wrong with it. Like if people who want to do that, it's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But for me, it's not like that's existing to me. I want to live.
Yeah.
I don't want to exist my life. I want to live my life.
Yeah.
So I called my mom and I was like, Mom, this is not for me. She's like, but why? I was like, I just feel so out of place here. Like everybody's like, I don't know. Like it was just, I felt out of place. And then she was like, no, just stick it out for us. Like we've been through so much with you. Like we like just stick it out for us. I'm like, all right. She kind of like,
you know, she asked you.
Yeah, she's my mom. I'm gonna respect her.
Yeah.
I talked to my dad. He was like, no, you got to do it. I'm like, all right. So then I like stick it out my first year. Summer comes and I start my first clothing line.
Yeah.
I don't say the name of it because I don't have it anymore. But I don't want to shed light to the other dude. And then, but I was so naive. I was like, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
I'm doing this business stuff.
Like, baby.
Yeah, let me start my clothing line. And I don't know why, but when I went to my seminar before starting Cal Poly, I was like, that would be cool to start a clothing line. Because back then in 2014, 2015, that was like the hot thing to do. And everybody, all like the artists were doing it.
Yeah.
Like other people were doing, like new clothing lines were coming up. And I saw they were doing good. I was like, damn, that's cool. And like, I've always been into like fashion and clothes and, you know, trying to look good.
Yeah.
So I did it, but not knowing the steps that I had to do it. I didn't know that anybody else had the name of it or like the legal process of it. I started it, then my dad was like, all right, like we'll support you in doing that, but just know that your school is always there.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, Dad, I got you. I'm not gonna do nothing stupid.
Like he was saying, prioritize on school and have this be the side hustle
right.
Deal. Okay.
Yeah. And then like summer comes, I do that, and then I start again in September. And then as soon as I start, dude, like I took this business class, and my business class was like the only A I had.
Yeah.
The rest were like C's, D's, and F's.
Yeah.
And then I went to my counselor, and she was like, dude, you gotta get your stuff together.
Yeah.
Or else like you're gonna get kicked out.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, what do I do? So I go back to my dorm. I just like try to get my new classes or whatever. And then I think it was like November came and I was like, Mom, crying.
Yeah.
I came out of my economics class because he was talking about oranges and apples.
Yeah.
And I was like, what am I doing? I'm not even learning anything.
Yeah.
I'm just coming to school to memorize stuff, get a good grade. But if you ask me what I learned,
can't tell you.
I can't.
Because as soon as the test is over, I'm
done.
Yeah.
As soon as this test is over,
I'm not remembering anything.
I'm not gonna remember anything. And I'm like, that's kind of messed up for me. It's kind of wasting my time.
Yeah.
And my parents' money.
Yeah.
Because I'm not retaining anything. What am I gonna do in life? I'm not gonna use this in my life.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting about it. Call my mom straight out of the class. Like I left class. I think it was like another hour left because it was a 2-hour class. Crying.
Yeah.
Like going back to my dorm, I was like, I told my roommate, I was like, get out, bro. I gotta talk. I
gotta say some stuff.
I gotta say some stuff, bro. Crying, dude. I was like, Mom, this is not for me. Like I'm telling you, I stuck it out another year. I'm telling you, this is not for me. Like this business stuff, I feel like it's gonna work. She was like, all right. And then I came back. I think it was a Friday, and then I had family over. Mm-hmm. And then Sunday comes, she's like, all right, you gonna go back, right? I'm like, no, I told you, it's just not for me. She's like, no, stick it out.
Yeah.
And I talked to my dad. I sat my dad down. I was like, no, I gotta grow some cojones and talk to my dad. Sat him down, and I was like, Pops, like,
let's talk.
Let's talk, bro. And then he's like, you really want to do this? Yeah. And then surprisingly, my dad took it so much better than my mom.
Interesting.
Because my dad's always been hard on me, like school, you gotta do this. And my mom, my mom was more like the lenient one. Yeah. She's kind of like easygoing. And then my dad was like, all right, but just know this is it. You're on your own from now.
Yeah. No help. This is completely on you.
This is completely on you. This is your decision. You're a big boy now. I think I was like 18.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do. All right. And then I was like, all all right, I think I'm ready.
Yeah.
But my mom, she kind of like,
she was hesitant.
She was hesitant, but she kind of like kept throwing it at me, little by little. Oh, you know, so and so's son's going to school.
Oh,
he's about to graduate. Oh. And I'm like, I used to get mad at her. I'm like, Mom, don't compare me to anybody else.
Yeah.
Because they're them and I'm my own.
Yeah, you're trying to do this your way, your own path. Yeah.
This is my life. This is what I chose. And let me be.
Yeah.
So then I started it, and then, dude, I was doing good, bro. I was like,
with the t-shirt company.
With the t-shirt company, I was doing hats, shirts, whatever I could. I was doing good, and then one day I just get an email saying, "Hey, Mr. Morales, I'm representing so and so from so and so state that you copyrighted our already trademarked name."
Ooh.
Oh my God! So and so, he told me it was gonna be X amount of dollars if I want to fight it. I was like, bro, I don't have that.
Yeah.
I think it was like $100,000.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Like, bro, I'm 18.
Yeah.
I'm 18, fresh out of like.
This business is just getting rolling, yeah.
Yeah, dude, Nell was doing so good. Like, we were doing events out here. I was giving them to celebrities. I had given to like Post Malone, Ty Dolla $ign.
Wow.
Like in Cal Poly, me and my friend Jose, he would drive from San Bernardino, and then we would every Monday they would do this for DJ Ski. I don't know if you know who that is. So we would go to the Ivar Theater every Monday, free shows, just to fill up the shows for TV, and we would see like Post Malone, Ty Dolla $ign, YG, all the big name artists that were coming up at the time.
Huge.
And then. But they were like, okay, if you guys want to stick around, we're going to go across the street to the LA Film School, and they're going to do interviews there, and you guys can wait for them if you want to take pictures. Snoop, I gave to Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg?
And then Post Malone was like the first person to ever wear it, because I waited for him for like 3 hours. Me and my friend Jose, we do that every Monday.
Yeah.
Ty Dolla $ign, Post Malone, Snoop Dogg. And then the people like on social media, they started rolling with it.
Yeah.
They started getting orders from, I think I got orders from like 50 states.
Oh, dang.
40 states. Yeah. I had like 10 left to reach the whole US.
The whole US.
And then one day I get that email and I was like, oh my God, bro. Like, what is happening?
What were the interactions with the celebrities like when you came up to them and said, hey?
Super humble, because they were on the come up.
Oh.
They were on the come up.
That's right.
Besides Snoop was kind of
Snoop's been around.
That's Snoop Dogg. Yeah, he's been around, so I kind of expected that. But he still went up the hat and he wore it and stuff.
Oh wow!
And then Ty Dolla $ign, I knew his barber.
Really?
Not know him, but through social media, like I knew who he was. I was been following him for a while, and then I was like, "Yo, bro, I have this clothing company, blah blah blah." He's like, "Yeah, give me a hat real quick." So he went, and I see him place it right next to Ty Dolla $ign, and then I was like, "Dude, I hope he wears it." He didn't wear it, but it was next to him the whole interview.
Oh dang! So people were probably snapping photos.
So people saw it, and then the next day I went on my Twitter and went on to DJ Ski's the Twitter, and then I was like, "Dude, look, he has it. He has it on the whole interview,
nice,
dude." And I was like so hyped. So stuff like that was going so well.
Yeah.
So I was forced to stop that one.
Shucks.
Dude, I was like in tears, like because I was getting like 4 or 5 hours of sleep every day, but I was happy doing it because I was designing. I was learning how to design on my own, just through Google and YouTube, just self-taught. And then I was devastated for like 2 weeks, and then my mom was like, "I'm gonna take you out to breakfast." Yeah. It's like, "What's going on? Let's talk about it." And then I don't know, I just had like an epiphany, like a dream. I was like, "No," I was like, "I have a new name for it." She's like, "What?" I was like, "Not from this world." And she was like, "Dude, I like it. Go with it."
Yeah.
And then I told her the meaning behind it, which is just, be your own you. Don't try to copy anybody else. There's another Nickolas, Natali.
Yeah.
So why would I try to copy you?
Yeah.
There's another so-and-so out there. Why would I copy them? I'm my own me. It's time for me to let myself
build this path. Do your own
thing. Be known, build this path, and don't let anybody else disrupt me from my dreams.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's about. Now I did the whole legal thing, business, trademarking it, registering it, all that. And then it took me a while to get it back up to where it was before.
Right.
But I already knew through the failures and what I had to do with like celebrity and social media and stuff like that. I kind of knew. So that's what I've been doing. And then one day, I've always been like the charismatic dude, outgoing, like rambunctious, ambitious, like with my family and friends. I like to be the center of attention. Like, I mean, that's who I've always been since I was little. My mom will show you when I was little. I had a picture of me like doing like the same crazy faces that I do right now.
Yeah.
And one day my dad was like, "Dude, you're good at." We were watching Transformers, and he was like, "Dude, you're good at doing impressions and voiceovers, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess so. I've just been kind of like doing it with the family."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Why don't you just try acting?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Try acting? What do you mean?" Because I was so naive. I thought actors were born into it. Yeah. Like I thought if my dad wasn't an actor, my mom or whatever, I couldn't be an actor. I was just so naive. But I've always loved movies. I've always loved shows. Right. Voiceover. Anime, I love Disney, DreamWorks, Pixar. I love, like, my first movie, I still remember, was Tarzan.
Yeah. Watching it every day.
every day in the theaters. I still remember going into the theaters and watching it with my mom, my dad, my godmother, and her husband. And then I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, just try it. I was like, all right. So me and him, we whipped out our laptop, and then we started looking at like Selena Gomez auditions when she was at Disney. I forgot what show it was. And then we saw
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah, Wizards of Waverly Place. Her audition for that. And I was like, and then I saw the little kid from E.T. How he just instantly switched it from talking to the police officer to crying because they were going to take E.T. away. And then me and my dad were like, whoa. Yeah. I was just kind of like, moved by it. And then I was like, I want to do this. And then so we looked at voiceover classes, and I immediately booked one. I paid for it, and then I started next month. So I took it for a month.
Dang.
I didn't know what I was doing at all. I just had a little backpack with me. I didn't have a resume because I didn't do anything. This was like my first thing. And then the guy was like, all right, who's their first time doing it? I'm like,
right here, front and center,
right here. And then he was like, all right. He kind of like, my first thing I went up, I was so nervous, my voice was shaky, I don't know what I was doing. But then like every class I got better. I was like, this is cool. I really want to do voiceover. I was like, I want to do acting like, for film and television.
You want to be the guy that talks to the police officer and then cries and then whips back into another
because that's what I saw from all these auditions that I was doing, like the Brad Pitt auditions, Angelina Jolie, like all those people. And then I didn't do anything with it. That was 2016. After that 1 month, I didn't do anything. I just kept focusing on my business. 2017, I was working at Tilly's actually.
Right.
In 2016, that was my first job I've ever had as an 18-year-old. I was only getting paid like $200 every other week.
Yeah.
This is not doing anything for me, but because my parents were helping me with anything.
Yeah, like so you had some income. They say like to find something you're passionate about, you should try to do a job you hate. Did it inspire self-talk?
Of course.
Or like bigger dreams, inspire for bigger dreams?
Definitely. And now I'm so grateful I worked those jobs because I worked 7 jobs in 2017.
Oh dang.
6 jobs. I worked at Tilly's, and then my friend was like, yo, my girlfriend, her mom is like one of the head people at the temp agencies. Yeah. I was like, all right, you work every day. And Tilly's, I was working like
every other day,
limited hours, 4 hours a day. He's like, no, this is 8 hours a day, full time, however long, full time. So I went there, I got in, did a little drug test, passed it, and then I got into Millionaire, which is the airport.
Okay.
In Victorville, Alonso, by Westman.
Got it.
I work in there. Going inside the big old jets and airplanes for the army, like taking out their luggage.
Cool. Yeah.
I was doing that at the same time. I went to the company next door, and I was lifting like 100 pound, 150, 200 pound couches, putting them into the trailers.
Just over and over again.
And then I did
monotonous.
And then I worked at Dr. Pepper Snapple. That was like my longest job for 4 months. That was actually my last job. There was always that one manager that was always on my case for every little thing.
Yeah.
And then one day I was so sick of it. But I also had like a couple of dollars saved up, so I knew like acting was like I already had a couple of dollars saved up for acting class because acting class is not cheap. One day he just yells at me. He's like, I had my glasses up. Yeah. Because it was like midnight, and I had already been working for like 10 hours. Yeah. And then my contacts were so dry, and I was like, I just need some air in them. And he's like, he yelled at me from across the room. He's like, put your effing glasses back on. And I was like, who is this guy talking to? I was like, I'm not the dude to talk like that. What are you talking about, bro? I'm like, I'm 18, but I was like, come on.
Still a person, man.
I'm still a person, bro. Like, don't treat me like I'm like
dirt.
Like dirt. Yeah. I didn't do it.
Right.
And then he comes back to me in my face. He's like, what did I tell you? I was like, I don't know. What did you tell me? He's like, I told you to put your glasses on. I was like, I'm not going to do it. Yeah. He's like, come with me. And then I was just cussing him out on the way there. Yeah. Which, I shouldn't have done that. But at the same time.
Hindsight's 20/20.
At the same time, that's how I felt at the moment. I got fired on the spot. Got fired on the spot. And I was like, all right, this is a sign. Yeah. I'm not going to work. I literally put myself, I'm not going to work another job in my life. And that was probably like March 2017. Yeah. And then I took an acting class in April, May, and then it changed my life, dude.
Really?
Like, before Mother's Day, I told myself, I was like, I'm going to make the best of it. Mm-hmm. And before this, I hadn't done any, I hadn't been reading any self-taught books or whatever, which I will get into right now. But I was like, I'm going to make a promise to myself and to my family that I'm going to make this happen. Yeah. So May comes. I had to go the day before class. Me and my scene partner, we had to go to this place called Samuel French in LA, which is not open anymore. Yeah. To read a play, to pick out a play and act it out in class. Yeah, nice. And I was like, how do you act? Like, what do I do with my hands? Like, what do I do with my facial expressions? I didn't know anything. Yeah. Me and her, we got it. She was like, dude, I'm so nervous. She was way nervous than I was because she was 35 starting. She was like, the whole age thing and stuff. I was like, dude, You can start at 35 and by 36 you could be a superstar. Like,
yeah.
You just never know how.
Literally,
you don't know how it works.
Who's gonna pick you up? What show you're gonna get? See you. And now social media is like you can get 1 billion followers overnight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we were both nervous, dude, and then we were the last ones in class to go, and I was just in awe. I was mesmerized. I was like, "You guys are beginners." I was like, "What am I gonna look like?" Go up on stage, dude. Hearts my racing. Chest is like caved in, hearts racing, cotton mouth. Throat is like super dry, shaky voice. I go up there, I know what I was doing. The teacher was like, dude, calm down. Yeah. Just 18 people. Yeah. They're all here for you. It's a good environment. It's a safe environment. Yeah. You're good. I sucked. but it like made me like conscious, and I don't know what, like it kind of made me like, no, I'm going to get good at this. And that's when I feel like I caught like the quote unquote acting bug. Yeah. Because I was like, no, I'm going to get better at this. Because every day after class, they would be like, oh, who had a breakthrough? Yeah. And I'm like, no, before this class ends, before these 6 weeks, I'm going to be the one that everybody's like, Herbert had a breakthrough. Yeah. And then every week by week, week 2 I got better, week 3 I got better, week 4 I got better. Week 5, we had to do an exercise where it was an improv exercise where he gave us a blank, like a script we've never read before. Me and you were sitting like this, face to face. We had to sit on our hands. Really? And he would turn the page for us while we were reading. But we had to read a line, and then you would react to what I would say. Oh wow! To see if my next or if your next line was kind of the same to that. Yeah. And that's my fifth class is when I had a breakthrough. And then that's when I was like, it's
like all listening, just in the moment,
reacting, committing, being in the moment, being present. I was like, no, I want to keep doing this. But mind you, that same school that I was going to, Ruby Rose went to from Orange is the New Black, who did like the Meg, and like now is Batwoman. Yeah. Laverne Cox, who did Orange is the New Black. Logan Paul, like the YouTuber, went there. And then people from 13 Reasons Why, 2 people went there. Justin Prentice and the guy who plays Bryce. Mm-hmm. And then another guy went there. And so that was kind of a more motivating factor. Like, if they did it and they're on these big shows, I can do it too. Yeah. So that was 2017. And then we had always been, me and my friends like Miguel and my other friend, Chantal, we've been planning. And like our whole group, we've been planning this trip to New York for like forever. Everybody fell off besides us 3. And I was like, well,
still going.
I was like, F it, dude. Like, let's go. Yeah. So us 3 went for Fashion Week. So I put a stop on that. I was like, when I get back from New York, I'm going to start auditioning. I feel like I'm ready. Yeah. But I went to Fashion Week, but you have to go. You can't get in without you knowing anybody. Yeah. So I was on the plane, and the lady next to me, she was asleep the whole time.
Yeah. You didn't know anybody already.
I didn't know anybody. I was just going. Me and my friends were just going there, just free will, having a good time in New York. Yeah. But at the same time, I want to go to Fashion Week and meet people and stuff like that. The lady next to me, she was asleep the whole plane. And then she wakes up and she turns around, she looks in front of her and she knows the guy in front of her. Yeah. And then I hear her talking, I'm here for Fashion Week. I work with L'Oreal now. Yeah. And I was like, bro, did I just manifest this or what? Yeah. She talks and then she goes back to sleep. We land and I was like, excuse me. I was like, my name's Herbert Morales. These are my friends. We came from California. I heard you over talking that you're with L'Oreal and then you're going to be with Jamie Foxx. Yeah. Because it was Jamie Foxx's daughter's first time on the runway.
Oh, dang, yeah.
And I was like, I've always been wanting to go to Fashion Week. I was just coming out here freewheeling. I was like, is it? And she was, before I said it, I was like, you want to go? I was like, can I bring my friends? She was like, yeah. I gave her my number. She was like, hit me up and I'll send you an email with all the information. Yeah. So
that's wild. That's insane.
The first day. And then she sends me an email saying, hey, this is Jamie Foxx's after party or pre-party before the show. So they're like, yeah, come with us that same day. Or I think it was the next day. She was like, come. And then I think it was like a Tuesday when the party was and the fashion show was a Wednesday. Yeah. We go to the pre-party at night at the Sky in New York. And that's what that gym is like where all the NBA players go in their off season, like James Harden, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, like all these people, they go there. And I was like, I recognize this from Instagram. Yeah. I was like, what the heck? And then I go in and like there's these like beautiful condos, like 4 million up condos, and we go up to the rooftop. And it was like 2 pools, like people serving you drinks, people from like all walks across of life. And then I was like, what the heck is my life, dude? This is like our second. Like we were right next to the Empire State Building, beautiful view. I was like, hey Michelle, I'm here. Yeah. And then she's like, I'm not gonna meet you. I can't make it, but I'll meet you at the fashion show. Then we go the next day at the fashion show, and mind you, Jim Carrey and Jamie Foxx are like,
they're there.
They're my idols. Oh, like okay. I've always seen like, for comedy, I'm like, dude, like they just don't give a.
Yeah.
You know,
they're just doing it.
They're just doing it. I see Jamie Foxx in the front row. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, if I can talk to him. That would be so crazy. The fashion show ends. I didn't get to talk to him because he just went out super cool. I was like, I'm going to meet you one day. Yeah. Fast forward, we have a good time in New York, whatever. I get back, I start auditioning.
Yeah. And you're feeling prepared. You're ready.
I'm feeling prepared. I'm ready. I took one class in October, and then in November, I was like, all right, I'm going to start auditioning. And then it was just slow, dude. I didn't get anything. I was just getting extra roles.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting paid. I wasn't getting anything. I was just driving from to LA, which is an hour and a half without traffic.
Without traffic.
2.5, 3 hours. I've done 3.5 hours at the most.
Yeah.
For free. But it didn't bug me, though, because I was there to, this is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I was there to learn, listen, and meet as many people as I can, whatever, on set. So every day on set, I would just get people's phone numbers, get people's Instagrams.
Yeah.
Talk to them. Not even on some, like, desperate.
Super
just, like, being myself, just going up to people and talking to them. Grew my connections. And then finally, a month later, I was doing PA work, too, with my friend.
Yeah.
Production assistant. Getting people coffee.
Yeah.
Running around, driving people back to their house or hotel or whatever they were living at. And then I was doing that for free. And then he was like, you can be my PA, but I can't pay you, but you're gonna get the experience. I was like, that's all I want, dude.
Yeah.
Fast forward like a month and a half later, I get my first audition for like a lead role in a short film or web series.
Oh, sweet! Wow.
Then I do that, and I don't have, like, in these auditions, sometimes you may have the sides for a few days, a week, or sometimes you might just get them on the spot the day of the audition, like before you have like 5-10 minutes to go over them. So that was the case for this one, and I was like, as soon as I read it, I was like, I know this dude.
Yeah.
Like, I know somebody like this. Mm-hmm. And I just did my best to portray it. And then they laughed the whole audition. Mm-hmm. And then they were like, good, we like it. We'll hear back from you. Or we'll be in
reach
contact.
Out to you,
yeah. So 2 weeks later, I get in there like, congratulations, you got it. And I was just like,
whoa.
What the heck, dude?
Yeah.
Like, this happening, like, it felt so long because I've been doing, like, not getting paid for whatever it is, but also, like, getting connection. But I was so grateful for the opportunity. I just show up on set, and it's like the red cameras, which is like $100,000, $80,000, $100,000 cameras. Some
high quality stuff.
But I wasn't like intimidated or anything, because what I was doing on set, being an extra for free, being a production assistant, I've already been around these cameras. I know what to expect. Yeah. I know how the lighting works now, because I was a lighting grip as well. Mm-hmm. I know how all these things work. So now I just have to focus on is just acting. Yeah.
And all the other stuff will fall into place.
Yeah. Long story short, I thought I was doing like the best work of my life until it came out. I think it was last year. And I was like, dude, I suck, dude. Like, I was like so embarrassed of myself. But looking back at it now, like, I'm so like grateful and appreciative, because now
you had the opportunity.
I had the opportunity, but you see your growth.
Yeah.
Long story short, it gets nominated for like Hollywood Film Festival.
No way.
Like, and like all these other film festivals. Anyways, I get that, and then thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a big star after this. Boom, nothing. I go back to doing extra work for like music videos and stuff like that, whatever, but at the same time still meeting people. And then I get an audition for Redbox for a commercial. Yeah. I didn't know it was a national commercial, but on my list I had
on your goal list.
On my goal list, I had book a national commercial in 2018. March comes, I get the audition, and I was like, what?
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. I go into audition, and back then I had long curly hair. I go into audition, there's like 6 me's.
Oh, man.
I was like 6 Hispanics with curly hair, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I'm not going to get it. So I was like, whatever. I'm just
This guy looks like me, and that guy looks like me.
Exactly.
Who am I?
Like, thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, thing 4. I was like, whatever. I'm just going to do my best. And then I go in, and then the guy's like, I was like, well, he's like, what's your name? Slate your name. I was like, Herbert Morales, 5'10", 5'10" and a half. Yeah. And then he was like, your name's Herbert? I'm like, yeah. He's like, my name's Harold. I was like, oh, nice. We both kind of have like the same kind of sounding name. Unique. Nobody really has our name. That's how we kind of bonded over. Yeah. And I was like, nice Rolex. I like your Rolex. Like,
oh, wow. Yeah. Rollie on the wrist.
Yeah. I was like, nice Rolex. And I told him the name. I was like, oh, nice Jubilee Rolex, blah, blah, blah. Datejust. Whatever. And then he was like, oh, you're into watches. I was like, I'm just getting into watches. Like, I'm just starting, whatever. Yeah. We talk. I do the audition. They laugh. Yeah. And I do something simple. My line was literally only $1.75.
Yeah, that's the line.
That was my line. And then he was like, oh, just do it different ways. He's like, just put your own twist to it. And I did. They laughed. And then I was like, I think I have a pretty good chance of getting this.
You bonded with him. You know?
Yeah,
it's crazy how common ground can take you so far. Like, even just commenting on the watch.
And I wasn't doing it just to like kind
out of vain. No, like it was just being you.
Yeah, just being me. I get a call 2 days later, and he was like, and they were like, we're gonna put you on availability. That doesn't mean you got it though. Yeah. It's just making sure you're available, the shoot dates, the rehearsal dates, the oh my god, I'm shooting a blank.
You know what it is.
Costume to wear the
wardrobe?
Wardrobe. And I'm like, yeah. That same day they're like, you got it.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, dude, And then I come back to my parents. I'm like, see, I got it. And then like, I'm telling you, I can do it. Blah blah. Like I was in tears right after because I was like, dude, this is like what I've been working for. Like this is what I'm passionate about. Yeah, man, I've just been working ever since last year in March.
It's crazy. And well, then the story continues. Yeah. Feature film that was on your list.
Yeah, dude.
So
I had feature film, music videos, and stuff like that. So my friend that I met in, I'll get to the one you're talking about right now. Yeah. But I did my first movie. My friend, she hits me up. I met her, Ariana. I met her in my acting class, and she was like, dude, I have this script I want you to be a part of. Mm-hmm. And she's like, we're gonna make a YouTube series. I was like, dude, I'm down. Let's do it.
Heck yeah.
She's like, we can't pay you nothing, but she was like, it's gonna be fun. I'm like, dude, I want to get paid. Let's do it. Yeah. Let's do it. She writes the script. It's her, Amanda, and Charlie. They write the script, and then I guess they show it to the director, and he was like, dude, this is not a YouTube series. This is a full-length feature. Yeah. She's like, let's shoot it. So we do. It's called Killer Party. I think it's coming out like June, July, or sometime this summer. We go to Lake Arrowhead for 3 days, and we shoot like crazy hours, like barely get any sleep.
Wow. Yeah, just grinding,
bro.
Which is interesting to mention too, because I didn't know this, and I've only been on one set, but a production set is like quick. It's quick. You're on your feet, but it's also long. Like it's 12 hours, 16 hours. Like
16 hours. Yeah.
It's no joke. So
yeah, and none of us were getting paid or anything, so we didn't have like a meal break or nothing. Yeah. Like we were just like whenever we could get a quick bite to eat, whatever. But I get an audition once I come back. Like I was dead tired. Yeah. I wake up and I see that I have an audition for another feature, and I was like, whoa, what the hell? Yeah. But it was like I was on audition to be an extra for this feature. I was like, whatever, cool, I'll go. Yeah. But it was for basketball.
Yeah. So I was like, basketball, man.
I was like, I've been doing basketball my whole life. Yeah. Let's do it. Dude, I go, and then it's at a church in West Hollywood, but it was like the line was out the door, and it was literally like 500 people there maybe.
Right.
Just coming in and out, doing the drills, whatever it was.
500 people to be an extra? Or just 500
to audition to be in the movie to be an extra.
Wow.
No, this is an audition.
Yeah, that's a ton.
Yeah, and then I go in at like peak, and it was like 6'9" dudes like windmilling between the legs, and I was like, bro, I'm not gonna get this. I was like, I'm not gonna get this at all. I'm like, I don't even know what they're looking for.
Yeah, it was like when you went to play club, everybody was 6'6",
just like that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, whatever. I know I'm good at ball handling and I'm good at shooting, so I'm just gonna do my best. So the night before in my garage, I was like doing ball handling and stuff. So then I go in, they call my name, and then I'm going up there with my group, and then we just do shooting drills, ball handling drills, whatever. I was missing everything because I hadn't shot in so long, but my handles were on point. Yeah. But I don't know, they probably knew I was doing good or whatever. So it ends, and then they're like, if you don't hear back from us in 2 weeks, just give us an email. Yeah. I was like, all right, I didn't hear back from them in 2 weeks. I was literally typing up the email on my phone, but I had my laptop right there too on my Gmail. And as soon as I'm about to press send, I get a notification. Whoa, from the same people. Yeah. And they're like, and I guess they chose me from that group to be an extra to go audition for one of the roles.
Oh, wow. Sweet.
At this point, I didn't know it was a Warner Brother film. Yeah. I didn't know who was going to be in it. Whatever. Yeah. I just knew it was a feature.
Yeah. Which is a big deal. And I didn't realize how big of a deal it was until I've only been PA once. Yeah. But it's like, feature film is the top tier, right? Like, that's what people are striving to.
It's like the cream of the crop.
Yeah. That's the goal.
Yeah. I go in and then I do it and I feel good about it, and then me and the casting director, we vibe. She was like, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from California, but my ethnicity, I'm Mexican and Guatemalan. She was like, my husband's Guatemalan. Dude, I was like, so we bond off that, and then I tell her about this good restaurant that I know in LA from Guatemalan food, Central American food. We vibe off that, and then she was like, all right, if you don't hear back from us in 2 to 3 weeks, just let us know. Yeah. I hit him up there like, oh, it looks like they're going to go a different way with the character, but we want you to come back for a third audition.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, all right, cool. And it was a scrimmage. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh.
That's actually so interesting that it was a scrimmage.
Dude, but I hadn't played basketball in so long. Yeah. So then, I don't even know how much I can say about it. But I go in, and then I see the director, Gavin O'Connor. Yeah. And who's done like Warrior. I don't know if you see the movie with Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton. Warrior, he's done the Accountant in 2016 with Ben Affleck. Yeah. Dope. Then I see Ben Affleck. I was like,
he's there.
What? I was like, Batman? It's so crazy. And it's crazy because in 2017, me and my friends, we had a year before, we had gone to watch Justice League. Yeah. And I was like, damn, it'd be so cool to do a movie with Ben Affleck. Yeah. I guess I just put it out there in the world. Bro. And then I'm here. I'm like, I'm gonna do everything in my power to get this.
Yeah.
So when I go, they put us in our teams. We start scrimmaging. The first 2 times up and down, I'm ready to throw up.
Yeah.
Because
everybody's playing so hard.
Dude, I go to the gym,
yeah,
right, to lift weights every day, but I'm not in basketball shape.
Yeah.
And then I go, and then they're like, dude, you want to get out? I'm like, no, I'm good.
No, I'm playing, bro.
In my head, I'm pushing through. I'm getting on this damn move.
Yeah.
And then fast forward, like 30 minutes later, we get done, and then they were like, you stay. And I was like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, we're gonna do wardrobe fittings. And I was like,
that's great.
What does this mean?
Yeah.
And then we get done with wardrobe, and then they're like, all right, cool. We're gonna let you know if you guys got it. I was like, damn it, I thought I got it already. I was like, just tell me, did I get it or not?
It's weird how it's so mysterious.
Yeah. And then fast forward, that like 5 hours later, they hit us up. They're like, it was 4 of us. They're like, you got it. You're gonna be on Ben Affleck's team in the movie.
Oh, dang.
And then I think that's like what I'm allowed to say. Yeah. But
how
shooting the movie, dude? Like, no, I can't say it. No.
You can say how was the interactions with Ben Affleck on set and off of set? Like,
yeah, man, he's like one of the most like humble, down to earth, like
really
chill dudes, like very like calm, and he was just giving us game, dude, on the business of acting, how to go about it, and but at the same time we're just kind of like goofing around and kind of like roasting each other and making fun of each other. You know how boys do when we get together, and talking about different things, life and stuff like that with the whole group, all of us together, and then just asking him questions. Like, he opened up to us I think not midway through the shoot, but I think it was like a few days in, and we just started everybody just started asking him questions. We were just like rapid fire. Yeah. And then after that, we all kind of like bonded with not just with him, but it all made us so much closer. Yeah. And we went like Melvin Gregg, who's in the movie. He said we came in as strangers, but we came out as a family. Yeah. And now like we talk like I don't know how many times a week in our group message and stuff like that. But it's pretty cool, man.
That's super cool.
It's like I was in there just looking up at this guy. I'm like, thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Like, it was surreal, dude.
Man, so what's the biggest thing that you took from Ben Affleck that he said, or like even just his interactions, like the way he carried himself? Was there any sort of mannerisms or characteristics about him that you were like, you know what, like I really admire him for this thing?
His ability to be this big old superstar that everybody knows him at, but at the same time he's so humble and he's so grounded and down to earth. But one of the things that like we really, and I've known this already before, but just to hear from him kind of like reassured it. But just take rejection with a grain of salt. Yeah. Develop that thick skin, because acting in this industry is like you never know what the casting director want. I don't think they even know what they want till they see it. Yeah. So don't control what you can control, and don't take things personal. Yeah. Just keep moving, keep grinding, keep going to your acting classes, keep reading your acting books, keep reading scripts, keep doing everything you can, keep reading plays, keep doing anything you get to get ahead of the competition, and sooner or later it's gonna happen for you. Yeah. Definitely. But that's the thing, though. Sometimes you never know if it is, because I've known people in classes that have been doing this for 20 years. And they're still searching for that moment. That's why I'm so grateful, because I've only been doing this. At the time, I had only been in November was a year since I was doing it, and I was already filming a movie. I was in it with like all these talented cast. Yeah. And I was like, people have been working for 10, 20, 30 years to even get a chance to be with somebody this caliber. Yeah. And now I'm already here. Like, yeah, I feel so honored and blessed and grateful. You know what I mean?
So what does that mean for you moving forward? Like, what's the mentality? Just staying grateful and grinding until
so my mom, she gave me a book at the beginning of 2018, which got me like, I feel like kind of like manifested all these goals and stuff. So she gave me a book called The Secret, and I feel like if somebody would have told me this in high school, I would have kind of blown it off, because I wasn't mentally ready. I would have been like, oh, it's BS. But she gave me this book, and in the book it talked about manifestation. I'm pretty sure people here in this have read the book already, but it talked about manifestation and visualization, and really writing down your goals and saying it and feeling it. Yeah. Like I said, really feel it, smell it, touch it, and like if you already have your goals. Yeah. And I did that. Like I bought my first whiteboard, I wrote all my goals down, and every day I would literally sit in a corner of my room, and I still do this every day. Yeah. Play some calm, soothing music, some Zen meditation music, and then I'll really like recite my goals in my head one by one, but not just say, I want X amount of dollars. Yeah. I want this opportunity. I want to blah, blah, blah. But actually like feeling it, Like if I already have it and being grateful for it already.
Yeah.
And like I said, feel it, see it, smell it, touch it.
Yeah.
If I already have it. Like I said, little behold, like I got the national commercial. I got all these little music videos that all led up to this movie that I did. So moving forward, just continue like what they say. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So it's been working for me so far. Just keep doing that. Keep being grateful. Keep praying. Keep working hard. Keep going on down to LA and meeting new people.
Yeah.
And just working your butt off because, sooner or later it's bound to happen for you.
Yeah. How do you maintain the motivation to keep going? I mean, it's nice that you have the success backing it. That's obviously a big thing, but being an actor in Hollywood is sometimes it's a big dream, and it's how do you not get intimidated by setting such big goals?
It's crazy because I think they put out an interview the other day and it was like 40,000 new actors a month.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like a month, just everybody. You're just that more in the competition. So you said how to keep motivated?
Yeah.
I feel like just keep being grounded in what you believe in. Like if you're so absolutely certain that something is going to work out, you're going to do that much in your power to make it work. And as little sleep as you have to get, whatever you have to do, you're going to make it done. You're going to get it done. I don't know, man. It's especially like in this, you'll know since you're barely starting. Like it's like I said, it's a lot of rejection.
Yeah.
It's a lot of no's, a lot of driving back and forth. If you don't live in LA, but one of the things is just I don't know, dude. That's why I like meditation because I feel like that's what keeps me going.
Yeah.
Like without that, if like I said before we started this interview, like if I don't do that every day, like I feel like something's missing because I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
So like I feel like meditation and manifestation and just prayer like really help me keep going to what I want.
Yeah.
And just kind of those days when you don't feel it.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives you something to look forward to, something, to just get things off your chest and just to say, you know what, everything's going to be okay. Just keep going. And like I read this Chris Evans interview the other day because I guess he suffers from anxiety. And he was like, sometimes what I just do when I'm on set or by myself, I just say, Chris, shh.
Oh, wow.
And something that simple, he was just like, that little shh just helped me outside and inside, just calm my brain down from all that thinking that I'm doing and just let it go. Just relax, just let it go.
Yeah. How long does I shouldn't say how
I feel like I'm just rambling on, my bad.
No, this is perfect. This is definitely really helpful. How long is like your morning routine, like from the moment you wake up till you're done? Like what is the process that gets you in the right mental state?
So like I usually wake up like every day when I'm not on set, like I'll wake up like 7:30 in the morning. And like when you're on set, you have to wake up whatever time, whatever. But when I'm not, like I'll wake up at that time and I'll do my morning prayer for however how long that is. And then I'll do I have this book with like Bible verses and stuff that I'll read.
Like a devotional? Yeah.
And then I'll go into my little corner and then I'll do that for about 15-20 minutes every day, every morning. And I might do that a couple times throughout the day, whether it's like after a workout or at night or whatever it may be. But in the morning, I have to do that 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, I have to do that. I don't know. Like if I don't do that, I just feel like I'm not gonna be able to get through the day. Like
something's off.
That. Yeah, something's off. Like I have to do that. But like around 15-20 minutes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Something that I think is really admirable about your journey so far is there was a lot of chances where you could have felt trapped by your circumstances. Like you could have been trapped in college and pushed through it even though you hated it. You could have got stuck in a bad job and just said, this job sucks, but this is where I'm at now. But you continued to make the change to pursue something that you wanted. What enabled you to be willing to push through like those circumstances instead of being complacent or contained by a bad situation?
Because like I said, like I just seen all my family members and all that just kind of, I don't think that's life for me. Like I said, if that's cool, if anybody else wants to do that, but for me, I want to explore life, I want to live life, and I feel like being stuck at one job for the rest of my life, I've never wanted that. Like I just felt that wasn't the place in my life that I wanted to go to. Like my parents, they did that because they came from another country. Yeah. They came from two totally different countries. My mom came from Mexico. My dad came from Guatemala. However they got here, that was like their journey, but that's all they knew. They had to get a stable job to be able to pay their bills, survive, but at the same time send money back to their family in their country, in Mexico and Guatemala. So I feel like with them working their butt off to be able to, you know, provide this beautiful home that we're in and do that, they allowed me to say, you know what, we set an example for you, but now you're your own man. Yeah. You don't have to take this route. Yeah. Even though they wanted to, because like they wanted me to do that because that's what they knew. Yeah. But I was able to change their mind and say, no, it's at the time I'm like, no, it's 2018. Yeah. There's so many other different avenues and ways that we can go about this. And I feel like just going about this one way is not for me. So I feel like I just knew I had a bigger picture in my head to keep me going, to say, you know what, these jobs helped me because I was alone a lot of the time. I was doing these my tasks a lot of the time alone. So it gave me a lot of time to think. What else? I don't want to be pushing pallets forever. Or forever being on the line at a warehouse for the rest of my life. Yeah. So what else do I want to do? So that, and it's so funny because my mom, she said, I was going to drive by where you were working at and get you, but your dad said, no, let him. That's what he was here to do. Yeah. So now I just let him get through it. And I'm so grateful that she didn't, because it like I said, being alone all the time helped me to be like, no, there is something bigger for you out there. I don't know what it is. Like, I just have to find it. Like I always say, like I believe that God in the universe, like once you're born, your story's already written. Yeah. So now all you have to do is wake up every day and go chase it, whatever. Yeah. And again, find it, whatever it is. And when you find it, grab onto it and never look back and just keep going forward. Yeah. Like for me, I'm so blessed that I found acting and fashion that I'm into. Yeah. And both of those go hand in hand. Yeah. Like say one day, you know, if God, or when I'm in the position to be able to be, you know, successful and famous, boom, I'll have the following on social media and be like, boom, here, go check out Not From This World, go check out my page. Boom. Yeah. So it's all put together, but at the same time, there's a message behind it. Yeah. So I'm just truly like grateful that I found the two things that I really want to do in my life. And who knows, like that's just right now, but later on when I have the means to do it, I want to get into real estate and be able to invest in real estate and you know, and travel the world and do all those type of things and get into different business ventures and in avenues that'll create wealth and for me and my family. But I also want to get into, I want to start 3 foundations. Yeah. Like I want to start my homeless foundation. Mm-hmm. I want to start an anti-bullying foundation, and I want to start like my dream foundation that I've always said. So homeless foundation, I want to start that because my grandpa, my dad's dad, was homeless. Wow. And we did everything we could to try to help him, but like he always like gravitated towards that life. Yeah. So I kind of want to get into their minds and understand why. Mm-hmm. What is their why? Like, did you have family? Did you not? Why didn't you? Why did you not? If you did, why didn't you want to go towards them? Why did you choose this life? Yeah. Like just help them, get them a place to sleep, get them a job, get them a place to live, maybe reconnect them back with their family. Yeah. I want to do that. Then I want to do the anti-bullying foundation because I was overweight as a little kid, and bullying was like a big factor in my life. Yeah. Not just friends, but family as well. Mm-hmm. Like some of my family members would like bully me, and I would just like cry. Yeah. And like I was 9 and I weighed like 160. Yeah. So I was really overweight, and the doctors and all my family members were like, dude, diabetes runs in both of your family. Yeah. So you got to be careful. Yeah. And then so I dropped the weight, and then I kind of got that, you know, like that confidence in me. And when I was in 5th grade, so I want to help kids, you know, get through bullying, but also help them to teach them an healthy, active lifestyle. Yeah. You know, now with social media and your phones and your tablets and stuff, everybody's easy just to stay inside. In their head when the phones and stuff. So, you know, take an hour or 2 out the day and get out there and do some exercise, but at the same time, teach them how to get through bullying. And then the dream foundation that I want to do is help little kids if they want to be a doctor, an entertainer, an actor, a comedian, a lawyer, a businessman, whatever it is, be able to have those resources for them so they don't have to go out there and struggle to find those resources. Yeah. They'll be able to have that already. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I've had on my whiteboard since I've started doing it. Yeah.
I think that's pretty awesome because a lot of times it seems like there's these 2 main reasons for you to strive for this acting, fame, and just success. One is you enjoy doing it, which you can't ask for anything more than that. And then 2, you want to give back. A lot of the passion that I see in you comes from you wanting to give back to your community, which is pretty cool. I mean, not many want to do that, so that's dope.
Yeah, man. I've always been that type of guy since I was little. Like my parents, I guess, just instilled that in me. Just if you have something, then that means you have enough to give something back to somebody else.
Yeah. Do you have any role models that you look up to?
First, my parents. I mean, everything they had to go through and showed me the way, showed me the ropes to what they had to go through, so I never went through that.
Yeah.
You know, that's what more could you want from parents, you know, and they're loving, supportive in anything I do. They've made like a big impact on me, and that's why I would like one day when I get the means to, you know, whether it be soon or in the near future, whatever it is, like that's my big goal, is retire them. Like I don't want them to work another day in their life.
Yeah. Like
I want them to be able, you know, their big goal is to own a ranch.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, own the ranch and have a bunch of acres and with a whole bunch of animals and dogs and pets and stuff like that. And, you know, have them be able to travel the world, everything they wanted to do, either invest in real estate or whatever they want to do, but have them not work another day in their lives. That's like my biggest goal, and have them be genuinely happy. So my parents, but then also my uncle, my godfather, he had his own business as well. Mm-hmm. So like I pick his brain through that. But in acting, Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx, Matthew McConaughey, Will Smith, The Rock, Denzel, Leonardo DiCaprio, and then Hispanic actors is this guy named Eugenio Derbez. Mm-hmm. He's like super big in Mexico. Directors Alfonso Cuarón and Alejandro Iñárritu. Mm-hmm. People like that who are making the way that's possible for me. You know, they're winning Oscars. Yeah. Alejandro won back-to-back Oscars. Yeah. Alfonso just won an Oscar.
Yeah.
You know, everything that's happening with Roma and other films like that, they're opening the door for actors that are like me who are just starting out.
Yeah.
So when I go into casting offices, they don't have that preconceived notion of who Hispanics are or what we can do. We can do everything else that Americans are doing.
Yeah.
So people like that are who I really look up to.
And you're studying them, from what I hear. You study them and you're trying to emulate and learn everything you can. So that's pretty cool. Is there a main characteristic that goes across most of those people? Like a similar trait from all the successful people that you've seen?
Just go for it, dude.
Really?
They just go for it. I mean, they're not afraid to fail. They're not afraid to take that leap of faith. Mm-hmm. They're not afraid to, you know, how they come off to other people. They just don't care.
Yeah.
Like I have an autograph from Jim Carrey when I was 3. He went to my uncle's restaurant.
Oh, really?
And he was in character as Ace Ventura. When he was doing When Nature Calls. Yeah. I don't remember it, but from what my dad and mom told me, he was there with his big old hair and his big like Hawaiian shirts that he had. And then he was just like on the table, just like stacking up a whole bunch of straws. And then on the autograph, it says to Herbert Morales, "Alrighty then." You know, he was like, "Alrighty then." Yeah. So that's awesome. But for him, what I've always seen is that, like, from like In Living Color to Ace Ventura to like where he's at now, is like he just did not give a F.
Yeah.
Like he just goes for it. And that's the same thing along, not just in acting, but I feel like in his life. That's like the main characteristic that all those people that I just mentioned, they have. They just go for it and they just do not care.
Yeah. And you kind of have to have that.
You have to, whether it's in acting or just in regular life. You can't be afraid to fail. If you feel like, what's the alternative? Okay, like if I see you're a famous person and I want to go up to you, it's not going to hurt me if you say no.
Yeah. Or you're going to be exactly the same place you started.
I mean, it's better to try and know that it worked or it didn't.
Yeah.
Than rather than be like going home and like, damn,
I should have done that.
Eating myself up like, damn, I should have done that. What would have happened if I went up to them?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I have. That's about me in life. Like I think like life for me, the meaning of life is like happiness. But then I look back the other day. I was like, but what's gonna make me happy?
Yeah.
Is it my career? Is it family or what? But then I found out that happiness for me, what gets me there is growth. Mm. Growth in my personal life, spiritually, financially, emotionally, in my career and family. That's what makes me that growth in all those aspects is what's gonna lead me up to being happy.
Yeah. Do you think there's gonna be a point where like you're content with where you're at because of like happiness? Is there a destination for you, or is it always gonna continue to be a journey of growth? I
feel like there's always gonna be a journey, man. Like, I mean, I'm just starting out right now. Yeah. You know, I'm 23, but I feel like I'm so set in stone with what I want. And you never know. You make all these plans and you never know where life takes you. But for right now, like I have this set in stone plan, and for everything, I always want more. Yeah. Not from a selfish standpoint, but from a growing standpoint. I always want to grow and get better every day. And I feel like that's what life is about as well. Yeah. Just growing every day, getting better in whatever it is. And I feel like there's always going to be a journey for me, man. Like I think content is like settling. Yeah. Like I just don't ever want to settle. Yeah. Like I just want to keep getting better every day.
If you could do more, why not do more?
Exactly. that's what we're here for.
That's
I mean, I don't want to be 90 years old on my deathbed being like, damn, I wish I could have done this when I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
Because once you have a family, once
Things
you have
are
a
different.
wife, once you have kids, it's different. You can't do a lot of things that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I might as well take advantage right now when I don't have any of those.
Absolutely. Got the freedom to.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to move into the lightning round. Are you ready? Some of these are from people that wrote in that just want to know some questions. Oh. And other ones are going to be off the top of the dome.
Nice.
So answers. Improv. Yes, and. So try to answer as quickly as you can. All right.
Wait, so you're just going to ask, just rapid fire?
Rapid fire. Right. Manny Munoz asks, who's your mom?
Who's my mom?
That's such a weird question. We'll skip that one.
My mom is the lady who birthed me.
There you go. Matt Hopkins asks, do you believe in ghosts?
No, but I do believe in other living.
Like spirits kind of deal?
Spirits.
Supernatural.
Yeah, I do believe in those type of things.
Angels and demons kind of deal?
Yeah. Cool. Or like aliens. Because I do believe there's other, like, you know, the whole conspiracy theories and stuff. Like, I do believe there's other
life forms out there?
Life forms living out there. There has to be.
Interesting. Dylan Neeb asks, if you could be any kind of flooring, what kind of flooring would you be and why? I think that means like hardwood, concrete. Marble?
I don't know.
That's fancy. I like that. Favorite movie?
Damn, there's so many.
Top 3.
Damn. I really like Interstellar, The Revenant. I'm just going to go with my favorites. You can never go wrong. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Dang. His autograph really did it for you.
I love Jim Carrey.
Favorite book?
I want to see the one I'm reading right now. You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero.
That's a dope book.
That's been one of my favorite reads so far.
If you could work with one celeb, who would it be and why? That's so tough.
While I'm thinking, who would you work with?
Oh man! Wow, what a throw it on me. Who would I work with?
I'm interviewing you.
The first one that came to my head, I feel like Will Smith would be an overall good person to work with, just because he did the comedy and now he's like done the drama and serious stuff, and then he's even transitioned into.
I want to say The Rock.
That'd be good too.
The Rock, yeah, because I just follow him on Instagram and social media, and I love what he does. You know, always giving back, always being attentive to his fans.
Yeah. And he has the business ventures too.
And he has the business ventures. I feel, and plus from what I've heard from other people, he's a really humble, down to earth dude too.
Oh, that's good.
So, and get a workout with him.
Oh my gosh! Awesome. I would have to train for 3 months before
dude,
I saw him.
His thighs are like my whole body, dude.
So vascular.
Yeah, dude. Crazy. Yeah, The Rock.
When you blow out your birthday candles, what do you wish for?
I mean, I feel like if I tell you, it's not gonna come true.
Ooh, that's a good point. Grossest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh, dude, dog food.
You've eaten dog food?
Dude, so crazy story. So my cousin, oh my gosh. So I was little, so don't judge me. But I was like, I think I was like 5, and my cousin, who literally, he grabbed a little
biscuit, little dog treat,
the thing, dog
milk
food,
bone?
whatever.
Yeah.
No, whatever.
Kebble.
Yeah.
Kebble.
He grabbed one of those and he went like this. He was like, look.
Oh man, he pretended to eat it.
That's good. And I was like, really? I was that's like, and I grabbed it and I ate it, and I was like, Mom, I ate dog food, and she like gave him hell for it. But yeah, dog food I feel like is the grossest thing I've ever eaten.
Was it gross? Did it taste gross?
I mean, probably. I don't know, man. It was so long ago.
You want to try it right now?
Hell no. What do you, since now that you're going into all this, what do you want to hopefully get out of it or find out about yourself?
Ooh, wow. I've only been on one set, and I was a PA. And of course, I like being on the front end of the camera because it's just fun. Right. But something I didn't even realize was how in tune the producer is with everything. The one that I was on, she was on every little detail, like came down to changing the actor's hair for every scene. She made sure lights were good, the camera was good, like how they even said certain parts of a sentence were perfect. And I just thought that was so cool that she had such a strong vision for her project and that she executed it. That's probably an area I want to learn. Something I want to learn about myself is it's a whole confidence thing. Like you said, when you first went to class and it was difficult in the nervous sense and that whole thing, that's probably an area I'm for sure going to have to grow in.
Yeah, dude, I feel like being more present and in the moment. That's one of the goals I wrote down too, just being more present and in the moment with anything in life. Yeah. Like while I'm having a conversation, reading a book, watching a movie, whatever it is, but that being more present and in the moment, I feel like that'll kind of like transcend over to acting, because that's what it is: being present in the moment, listening, reacting, committing, and just going for it. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. And then I don't know, one thing that I want to get out of life too is just explore more. Sometimes you kind of get into it. I feel like it's not like a really healthy thing where you just kind of just focus on your craft.
Yeah.
Like it's about balance.
Yeah.
You have to be able to work life balance, like what they say. Be able to travel, or I've done that sometimes where I can't go somewhere because like I have something booked or whatever. But at the same time, it's like I'm barely starting.
Yeah.
I can't let up those opportunities.
Yeah.
Go.
This is the grind mode.
This is the grind mode right now. But at the same time, I feel like if you do have some time, get away for a weekend or whatever it may be, and just kind of like explore the world, because all those experiences that you're getting is going to help you even that much more in your real life and your career.
Yeah, make you a more well-rounded person.
Exactly, and make you more aware of your surroundings, of what's going on.
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Sweet. Well, Herbert Morales.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, let's do. What's your? How can we find you online? And all that
At Herbert Morales _ on Instagram.
You just switched it up.
Yeah, I switched it up. I switched it up more professionally. But my Twitter's still the same, at HERBYS _world. Herbie's World.
Herbie's World, baby.
Yep. That's where you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Herbert Morales.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All that stuff.
And be on the lookout for the movie. They just announced it. October 18th is when it's coming out.
Do we know the name? Can we know the name?
I don't know if they're going to change it, but I think right now it's Torrance.
Got it. Keep an eye out for that.
Coming out October 18th, yep.
Sweet. Well, thank you for being on the show.
Appreciate you for having me.
I know you'll stay grounded in everything that you do, so I appreciate that about you. So keep going.
Me too, man. Good luck on all your endeavors and your new journey, man. Excited for you.
Let's go. All right. Well, thank you guys. Bye.
Peace.
Thanks for listening. If you found Herbert's story powerful, helpful, entertaining, educational, dank, dope, or any of the above, please share this with a friend or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm sure the elderly people that you're friends with on Facebook would love to hear about this. Please rate this podcast with 5 stars. We want to be the podcast to reach 100 5-star reviews the fastest. This week's reviewer of the week is Norris14597, who says, "So cool. Nickolas Natali is the coolest. Wow, cool like the winter breeze, brother." Feel free to tweet me and follow me on any of my social medias at Nickolas Natali. I guess you can't tweet me on any social media, except for Twitter. Keep an eye out for Herbert Morales' movie coming out this summer. All right, until next week.